healthy habits to keep your heart in good shape. Have you ever thought about the causes of heart disease? What makes some people develop heart diseases and others do not? How can you keep your heart in good shape? Well, I have a good news for you. This video is aimed at answering all of these questions. No one ever had fun visiting the cardiologist. Regardless of how good the doctor might be, it's always a little scary thinking about the health of something as fundamental as the heart. But there are ways to take greater control to ensure that your own heart health is the best it can be, even if you have a history of heart disease in your family. Having a healthy heart is undoubtedly the desire of everybody, though most people are not willing to pay the price for it. According to the Center for Disease Control, heart problems are largely preventable. You can dramatically lower or nearly wipe out your chances of a heart attack and heart disease by following healthy lifestyle habits. Here are 6 healthy habits that can help you keep your heart in good shape. If you are new here, you can consider subscribing to this channel so that you will receive a notification whenever we put a new video online. 1. Exercise. There's no doubt that exercise is essential for a strong heart. A study in 2018 published in the journal Circulation found that physical activity can even counteract a genetic risk for heart disease. The researchers looked at 500,000 men and women in the UK and found that those at the highest risk of heart troubles who had high levels of physical fitness had a 49% lower risk of coronary heart disease. While the American Heart Association recommends 150 minutes of moderate activity a week, some heart doctors urge 30 to 60 minutes every day. Overall, the goal is to move daily, but don't feel you have to run 20 miles a day. Exercise and physical activity are about the closest things you have as magic bullets against heart disease and other chronic conditions. 2. Choose a healthy diet. The more vegetables you eat, the brighter the future for your heart. Research shows that people who eat plant-based diets are less likely to develop heart disease. For a healthy heart, you have to eat more of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, unsaturated fat, good protein, from beans, nuts, fish, and poultry, and herbs and spices. Subtract processed foods, salt, rapidly digested carbohydrates, from white bread, white rice, potatoes, and the like, red meat, and soda or other sugar-sweetened beverages. There is also a need to reduce added sugar, since it has been noted to put people at higher risk of death from heart diseases. 3. Maintain a healthy weight. Carrying extra pounds, especially around the belly, strains the heart and brings you closer to diabetes. Obesity is a risk factor for high blood pressure, heart attack and stroke. Being overweight but not obese still puts you at risk for insulin resistance, which is linked to heart disease. The more fat a person carries around the abdomen in particular, the higher the risk. If you are overweight, losing just 5% to 10% of your starting weight can make a big difference in your blood pressure and blood sugar. 4. Don't smoke. Do you smoke even a little? If so, know this: Dr. Eugenia Janos, Director of Women's Heart Health at Lenox Hill Hospital in New York City says, smoking even a single cigarette can induce changes that lead to a heart attack. Smoking increases your risk of atherosclerosis, raises your chances of blood clots, reduces blood flow and puts you at increased risk for stroke. But it's never too late to quit and start reversing the damage. Heart disease risk goes down 50% in the first year after quitting and becomes equivalent to a non-smoker after 10 years, Dr. Janos says. 5. Limit alcohol consumption. Heavy drinking does the body no favors. It can lead to weakened heart muscle and irregular heart rhythms, as well as dementia, cancer and stroke. But could drinking just a little be heart healthy? The science is unsettled. If you must drink alcohol, then you have to limit your intake. 6. Reduce salt intake. Salt is still a serious health concern in many places in the world today. Researchers carried out a study in some African restaurants. They found that the amount of salt in the food were shocking higher than the recommended amounts. High salt intake strongly predisposes an individual to high blood pressure, which can eventually lead to heart problems. Food and Drug Administration recommends less than a teaspoon of salt per day. That's the end of our list. Count on these 6 habits to protect your heart, your arteries, and the rest of you. They will make you look better and feel better. Remember, it's never too late to start. You don't need to aim for a complete transformation all at once. Small changes in diet, exercise, or weight can make a big difference in your health. Setting goals you can realistically achieve, and then meeting them, can result into even bigger improvements. Please share with us your experience on how to develop any of these habits. Drop a comment in the box below as it will help promote this video. Thank you.